I can't believe it. I actually can't freaking believe it. We won. The Jets won a game. Like, I could end the video right there and just say, go Jets, go, and end it. Like, I can finally say that. I can finally say, go Jets, go. And this was even a perfect game, but it doesn't matter because it was a freaking shutout. It was a freaking 4-0 shutout. Blake Wheeler got his 800th career point. Mark Scheifele got his 500th career point. Hellebuyck gets a shutout. How is this not a great game? Ville Heinola played amazingly. Ville Heinola was fantastic tonight. And he played with Dylan DeMello in the top 4. How was this not a great game? Like, this is incredible. I know I'm going to be overreacting to this because I don't even care at this point because the Jets won a game. The Jets actually won. Can you believe that? Like, I don't even know what to talk about in this recap. I streamed this whole game, and I was just more happy about the fact that they were able to win than the fact that they made any mistakes. I don't even care about the mistakes they made. I don't care that the top 6 looked slow at times because Blake Wheeler got scored. Who cares? It doesn't matter. We're cup contenders now. We're the best team in the... No, I'm just joking about that. But hey, you know what? At least it's not 8 games, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! I think we can all celebrate that one, right? This is just an awesome... It feels good to celebrate a win again. And this is going to be a really short one because I don't really have a lot to say other than the fact that we played good. The defense looked the best it looked all season long, in my opinion. Like, without a doubt. Like, I can't believe... Like, it kind of makes me angry that the fact that it took Ville Heinola and finally the line changes defensively to be done that every fan had been screaming for all season long, and then it finally gets done, and we have not only the best performance we've had in a long time, but the best defensive performance we've seen all season long, in my opinion. Morrissey and Pionk look great together. Yeah, Morrissey was Morrissey at times, but still, he much more, I would say he was much more, not sophisticated, isn't the right word I would use, but he was much more poised and balanced. Kind of the old Morrissey, in my opinion, at times. Yeah, he still fumbled the puck and took some shots that I wouldn't take personally, but that doesn't change the fact that he looked much more professional, much more settled, and a lot more ready to go. Not only do you have a great performance out of Morrissey and Pionk, but then you go down to the second pairing, and what do you know? Dylan DeMello and Ville frickin' Heinola. What do you know? Who's been saying that would be a great pairing? I have. A lot of other Jets fans have. Looks like Paul Maurice finally opened up his ear to the fans, and we're like, maybe this will actually work. Maybe stats exist for a reason. And lo and behold, thank God we finally get a good game because this was a great game. And Ville Heinola looked great. And other than that stupid interference penalty he took, which was the definition of weak, I thought he was fantastic. He did the little things right. He boxed out the crease well. He looked great. He looked fantastic all game long, and you can't complain with that. Like, thank God he looked great, right? Like, without a doubt, Ville Heinola tonight was fantastic. And Blake Wheeler was fantastic. And I would say Mark Scheifele was okay, but he still got his points, so who cares, right? Like, we finally won. What's there to complain about? At this point, I don't care if the Jets played one of the worst games of the year and won this game. Maybe I'd be more criticizer if it was like be more critical of them if it was like, they lost a game that was like 3-2, for example, or 2-1 or whatever, or they won a game close to that, right? Like, then I'd be way more critical of them. But the fact remains that they were actually able to go out 4-0, almost make it 5 if Cop capitalizes in the last minute off that penalty shot. 5-0 almost potentially against the Flames. I know the Flames are the best team, and they're kind of out. They're out of it at this point, but we clinch. We snap the losing streak. Blake Wheeler gets his 800th career point. Mark Scheifele gets his 500th. What's not to celebrate in this game? Like, even if it's only a temporary victory, and even if the Jets revert back to losing or something changes, God forbid Ville Heinola comes out, like, this is what Paul Maurice should look at this game. If I'm Paul Maurice, and I'm looking at this in game, I'm thinking, I found it. I was ignorant for not looking at this sooner, but I finally found it. I found what works. And I would roll this out for the rest of the season. Maybe take out Tucker Pullman and Logan Stanley, or kind of put Stanley in for size, depending on the matchup and whatnot, and who it is, and size and strength and all that. But I other than that, like, even Forbert and Pullman, which at times were really bad, they were still okay. Like, yeah, they had made some plays I were like, I was a little nervous about, but, like, I can't complain with them because they didn't give up a goal. No one gave up a goal tonight. It was a fucking shutout for Hellebuyck. You can't complain with that. And to have them do that off of a 7-game losing streak, to finally come out, break the camel's back, get out there and get a win, shake the monkey off their shoulders, and get into the win column and get onto the right path towards becoming more of a complete team before the playoffs start is huge. This is a huge win for the Jets in all areas of it. Like, the only thing I'm mad about in this game has to do with the fact that it took Paul Maurice this long to finally realize that the fans and the analysts and the team people surrounded the team and the media and anyone to really do with hockey that has shared an opinion on the Jets this year, they've all talked about Dylan DeMello and Ville Heinola being potential fixes to what they already have as a problem that with players you already have, right? Like, I talked about how the Jets could make so many different trades. We talked about guys like Alexiak, Ekholm, Goligoski, so many different other players prior to the deadline that could fix it. Yet it seems like potentially, even though this is a very small sample size, and I said this a lot of the time, that Ville Heinola could have been the answer all along, and same with Dylan DeMello if you just promote him. I hope this game can sway fans and show just how good Dylan DeMello is. A lot of fans, for some reason, I don't know why, you think he's average. You just think he's a replaceable defender. He's without a doubt a top 10 defensive defenseman in the NHL. Now, I know you might be thinking that's hard to believe, but the advanced stats don't lie, and I've talked about this in other videos recently, which I'll link in the description. But I can't talk anymore. My brain is going crazy because we actually finally won a game. Like, I just can't get over that. Like, it's crazy. I really did not think we were going to win this game because, honestly, even with the offense, I was excited for the changes, without a doubt, but a 4-0 shutout? 500 points for Scheifele career-wise? Same with Wheeler with 800? Like, come on, that's a fantastic game. This is an awesome win. I'm just so happy that this is what happened tonight. Like, we really needed this going into the playoffs, and thank God. Also, kind of another side note, I'm just seeing on Twitter, Paul Maurice, ironically, gets his 300th win as a Jet. So you have 300 wins as a head coach for Paul Maurice with the Jets, 500 points career-wise for Scheifele, and 800 career points for Blake Wheeler, all in one game. Kind of a crazy game, but thank God it finally happened, because this is what we needed. We finally clinched, and we're now officially in the playoffs as well. Like, thank God it happened in the way it did, and I'm just happy. I'm relieved that the Jets showed up for once and finally won. Even if it was against Calgary, who cares? Because we finally won a game, played a complete game, and didn't look like crap. And even if there were flaws in this game, who the hell cares? We won, and we won against a pretty okay opponent. Like, Calgary looked good at times tonight. They could have won this game. We were outshot at for most of the whole game. And I'm just really relieved that the Jets were finally able to show up and perform effectively for once against a team that is, obviously not as good as them. Because, look, we lost to Ottawa in a very close game, and I had a lot of people in my comments saying, it wasn't that bad of a game, but it was. If you're losing that close to Ottawa, and you're trying to rebound, and you have to rely on Morrissey to score your only goal, that's not a good look. This game against Calgary, you have Lowry coming in, scoring a great 2-on-1 goal there that he holds the puck on and shoots. Then you got Lowry on that great shorthanded goal with the breakaway. Great goal. Wheeler's goal as well. Great goal there. Like, everything that Wheeler did tonight was fantastic, and same with Scheifele. And I was really criticizing Wheeler for a lot of that first period, but then once he settled back into the role, he fit in well, and he finally did what I wanted Wheeler to do, drive the net and score. Instead of passing, instead of always looking for a lane, shoot the puck and drive. That's what Wheeler used to be really good at, and even in old age, I think he could still be effective at that. So I'm happy to see him do that, and I'm happy to see him get rewarded with his 800th career point. Little side note, I wonder what they're going to do with the puck, because Mark Scheifele got his 500th point on Blake Wheeler's 800th point as well. So it's the same puck, and I was joking on stream, like, since they're best buds, what I would do, I would just take it to a guy that sharpens the skates and cut it in half and put a little plaque. I think that would be a fun little memento, since the captain and the assistant captain, best friends. I think that would be hilarious, and I hope we get to see what they do with the puck on social media, because it's just a fun little side note, and it's just a fun game finally. Like, the Jets actually showed up and won, and only if this is for one game. Even if they lose the next game, this is what we all needed as fans. We needed a reassurance game. We needed to know that they were still the Jets deep down, and although they still have problems, they still have flaws, and I'm not excusing those flaws. It's just finally nice to celebrate a win. They had almost broken me, this team, with how bad they've been playing these last 7 games, and if they had made it 8, Jesus, I would have gone crazy. They lost on my birthday to Ottawa, for Christ's sake. Like, I was already at the edge of my seat. So in this game, I'm just grateful that they were able to show up, play a game, get a shutout for Hellebuyck, all the other milestones that happened as well. A great game, and I'm just happy that they finally were able to win, get the monkey off their back, and now let's just see what happens with the rest of the year, because the losing streak is over. We're one game winning streak. That's our new streak. Let's see what happens going forward, and let's not, let's hope for the best at this point. Let's not worry about anything in this game. Let's just hope that they can carry this momentum and apply it and be better going forward from now on. Let me know all your thoughts about this game down in the comment section below. As always, if you're a fan of the Winnipeg Jets, but more importantly, a fan of hockey, regardless of the team you root for, definitely consider dropping a subscription as we are approaching that road to 1K subscribers, and to have you guys on that journey with me would be amazing, and I would definitely appreciate that. So thank you so much for all the continuous support you guys give the channel. Peace, love, and positivity as always. Follow all my socials down in the description below, and I will see you guys in the next video very, very soon. Bye-bye, have a great night, and finally get to say it, go Jets go.